Everything looks good as it did yesterday. So, let me go ahead and pull this page down. Minimize you just a little bit. Okay, maybe have to max you out just a little bit. All right. All in all, we're good, peoples. So, yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here. Welcome back again to yet another instance of My Hero Academia catch-up. How am I today? Just stopping by, got some work today. It's all good, man. I'm going to be going through, well, if the thumbnail wasn't anything to go by, an undetermined number of chapters. Seeing as how I went on a massive binge yesterday, went past what I originally planned, I'm probably just going to keep going until I want to stop reading. Then later, I'm going to have a stream because I just finished downloading the latest patch for Monster Hunter World, which is the pre-Iceborne patch, which is introducing so many quality of life things that I just have to absolutely play it and show it off. So that's what I'm going to be doing a little while after this stream is over. And of course, I'm going to rest in between because I got the day off. But plenty of time to mess around with that Monster Hunter World patch. I can't wait to see all the new stuff and can't wait to see what type of layered armor I can do. But enough about that. We're going to be continuing with chapter 218. So I went ahead and took one of my viewers' advice. He was here yesterday, Tyler. He advised me to just go ahead and do the subscription for Viz Manga, which has the official translation for the chapters of My Hero Academia, so I don't have to run into any continuity errors, any grammar errors, or any type of errors that I have been kind of plagued with some past chapters. I got to go into work tomorrow, not tonight, but tomorrow, then I'm off Saturday and Sunday, and then on Sunday, me and my bros are going to game together. We've been kind of busy, so we haven't been able to do that as much as we wanted to. But Sunday is going to be our day where we get to play games together. The three amigos together again. But let's go ahead and move on. And I just want to make sure that there's, you know what? Let me see. If I pop out chat. Bring this up. Bring up chat, maximize that. Okay, here we go. No, it ain't gonna work. I'm gonna get it to work so that it can show the whole thing and not minimize anything. Okay, much better. I'm good. I'm not going to mess with anything. All right. Early December, one Sunday morning. The official translation. Good morning. It's snowing. Shut that door. Suyu's freezing over here. Mind over matter, and you can always dry yourself off with a towel. Towels get wet and cold, too. Watch your step. Let's check out what they're saying about this snowfall. I love watching the weather forecast, so much time has passed. They've gone from the autumn temperature to straight up winter. And Suyu, since she has the characteristics of a frog, she's feeling this more than anybody, and it's sending her into like a semi-hibernation state. Oops, sorry, Suyu. Anyone know when those two are getting back? I want to borrow the next volume of this manga from Todoroki. Around 6, I heard. That's when their licensing course finally ends. All right, on to the next chapter. Oh, wait, we got to read it like a manga. Right to left. There we go. What's the name of this chapter? What's the name of this chapter called? I don't see it. Hold on, did I miss it? My Hero Academia, chapter 218. What is the name of this chapter? It doesn't say, it just says the chapter names in Viz. Okay, just 218. I gotta know the name of this. What is the name of this chapter? The Meta Liberation Army. Okay, so I got the wiki up. The Meta Liberation Army. That's the official name of it. Meta Liberation Army. Last time I heard that name, that one dude tried to flash in public and Hawks covered him up. Okay, if they pass their test today, I'm getting sidetracked. I am so sorry. Anyone know when those two are getting back? I want to borrow the next volume of this manga from Todoroki. Around 6, I heard. That's when their licensing course finally ends. If they pass their test today, everyone in Class A will have provisional licenses at last. Oh, today's the day I finally say ta-ta to you slack-jawed fools. That thought's got me in a great mood. Ready for the pain, you specks of plankton! Let's do it! And it's Gang Orca again. They must be in the middle of their test now. Hope they're doing all right. No doubt, Bakugo's been in top form lately, but he's still a jerk. I could make cake. Anyone interested? Woo! Getting my license was the only time I ever beat those two at anything, so it's kind of sad. Don't be so petty, Kaminari. You have several standout qualities of your own. We'll continue until tonight in the Chubu region. Oh, so looking at the news forecast. Please watch your step for the rest of today. Don't be a petty Nari. Give me a break. And thanks, Shoji. Now, let's take a look back at this week's top stories. Detnarat, a big player in the lifestyle industry, has formally entered the hero support sector. A classy lady who happens to have 4 arms, a gentleman with a handsome coat of fur, a squishy boy with skin like gelatin. Individuals like these fine people used to belong to the minority. But the appearance of the extraordinary continue to accelerate, bringing us into their era. While mass production and consumer culture has been expanding ever since the Industrial Revolution, this phenomenon suddenly pumped the brakes. By the time everyone realized, it was too late. Those with newer types of bodies spent their days just trying to find products to fit their daily needs. Everyone is so different, they cried. Many found themselves struggling in this new era for that reason alone. We've made a point of never forgetting that history, while creating products to suit each and every valued customer. We offer customized designs guaranteed on your doorstep in 3 days or less. It's the technology and the proprietary system behind this personal touch that has made us #1 in the industry. And now the world of heroes, too, can expect big things from Detnarat. Sketchy. As our bold CEO, you insisted that this second commercial have no text, logos, bells, or whistles. Well, I only wish I could do more to hide this forehead of mine. I'd say that's a selling point, actually. Always so honest, aren't you, Miyashita? As for our expansion, reactions are about as bad as expected. Of course, we're talking consumer and business needs versus hero support. Like night and day, really, given that we don't have a history with battle-oriented tools and gear. It's like this sector's a party and we're crashing. Enough, Miyashita! All joking aside, we need to get serious here. He's always in such a forgiving mood. And this dude, Miyashita, he's essentially looks like some sort of mouse bear dude. But Miyashita, this company has long catered to a wide range of meta abilities. Our history isn't a problem, so I'm confident this move is a good one. Meta abilities? I mean quirks. I've got this book on the brain, I guess. Meta Liberation War. The reprint, someone must have felt the time was right. It's a shame that plenty of the terminology in here has changed in the years since. The book by the Meta Liberation Army's commander? I gave it a read too, but I wasn't feeling it. All those acts of terrorism, getting people caught up in who knows what, yet he tries to dress it up with fancy writing, talking about liberation this and liberation that. The whole time I couldn't help but picture the guy a ranting criminal. And then the CEO, and then the CEO starts scratching his head and he says, I'm sorry, Miyashita. You've got family. You've got no family, right? Huh? No, my mother passed last year. A significant other, perhaps? I'm single, but what's this all about, huh? Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Just a bunch of extra. So he says, "You've got no family, right?" Huh? No, my mother passed last year. A significant other, perhaps? I'm single, but what's this all about, huh? You've done great work, Miyashita. Better than anyone in the company, so why? Miyashita, what a shame. And he starts to choke him. Remember when I was considering introduce what chapter are you on so I can turn to it? I am on chapter 18, but I am reading the official licensed manga itself because one of the viewers that was here, his name was Tyler. He told me to just the subscription for Viz manga to read My Hero Academia is only like $1.99 a month. I can afford that. So I went ahead and got that so that way I wouldn't run into any continuity errors or grammar errors. So I'm on 218. But strangely enough, it doesn't give me the title of the chapter. It's not showing it. It just says My Hero Academia chapter 218. So I have the wiki up so I can get the name of the actual chapter itself. But the CEO of Detnerat is choking his assistant. Remember when I was considering introducing you to the other members? Even if you'd refuse, we might have found another way to go about this. Alas, we won't see eye to eye. And what looks to be veins pop up on his head. Sir, you're hurting me. And there's a crack, and he literally breaks his assistant's neck. Really, a shame. And he has a tear in his eye. After the chaos brought about by the advent of the extraordinary, you in this arc hype. Oh, okay. I don't know how far I'm going to read, but I'm going to read a lot. And then later today, I'm going to be doing playing Monster Hunter because there's a pre-Iceborne patch, and I really want to check it out and see what all this added in because it was massive. It was 33 gigs to download. If I didn't put that LAN cable in the back, it would have taken me 14 hours for me to download that thing. But LAN cable brought it down to 30 minutes. Oh, I love LAN. After the chaos brought about by the advent of the extraordinary, people wanted peace. They started planning ways to coexist with metas, but among metas themselves, there was a pervasive desire. I won't forget you. Oh, wow, he just straight up killed his assistant. Liberation over suppression. Wielding one's abilities freely seemed like it should be a basic human right. Shikara Yotsubashi, the man who unified the liberationists to form the Meta Liberation Army. He called himself Destro, the one who would destroy the status quo. Talk about a dude's hairline and you got to go. Oh, where? Oh, his hairline. It's not receding. It's running from his face. He called himself Destro, the one who would destroy the status quo. When the government trudged ahead with legislation, Yotsubashi opposed the powers that be and vied for supremacy, prompting a struggle that ended several years later with his defeat. Yotsubashi's army dissolved, and many of his followers were caught. While in prison, the man himself did some writing before taking his own life. Unbeknownst even to Yotsubashi, he had a child out in the world. Any progress? Oh, we found someone with a potential connection to the League. If we're going to make contact, it needs to be sooner rather than later. Move on that. Right. They are enemies to the Liberation Army, and if the state is struggling to handle them, then it's up to us. I swear on Destro's good name, we will end the League of Villains. Really? Okay. That's interesting. On that note, what's all this about you expanding into the hero industry? Right, if it's history you're worried about, we have it. This country is full of those who lie in wait hoping for liberation. Like fish in a barrel. That's my bag, give it back! What's this stuff, soda water? Crap, I hope some heroes show up soon. And there's a car pulling up. Hey, look! We got trouble. Any heroes around? This just started, right? Not even 30 seconds ago. I'll take care of it then. Let's assess the situation first. I've seen enough. You help guide the civilians to safety. It's not like you can fight, but we sure can. Boss, weekends are where the real hauls are at. Wallets and purses galore. And all of a sudden, they get blasted by an explosion and ice. And who is it? Yes, but you only had those licenses for half an hour. Oh! It's Shoto and Bakugo. Yeah, so how many hours do we gotta wait before we're heroes? And who are these wannabe heroes? Chapter 218, the Meta Liberation Army. Oh, so it shows the end. It shows the chapter name at the end of it. Okay, I'm fine with that. All right, let's move on to the next chapter. And how do I easily get to it? Oh, that's how. It's right below it. Okay, it's going to take some getting used to using the Viz site in order to do this, which reminds me, I'm going to have to make this site a favorite since I created an account with this place. All right, chapter 219. Whoa, All Might in the flesh! And then Todoroki is getting his power ready. Those purses and wallets don't belong to you. And he covers up the area in ice so no one can escape. Oh, chapter 219, go, slide and go. You think a little bit of ice is gonna make me throw in? You think a little bit of ice is gonna make me throw in a towel? We did our homework on the patrol patterns route here, all to prep for today. Especially now, during the end of the year. We spent a whole month on this plan. It was all done for this moment in the part of town where there'd be plenty of suckers and not a single hero. Get a job, loser. Sadly, your plans will come to nothing. Sadly, high school brats sure are naive nowadays, not to mention dumb as rocks. Listen up, I control carbonation. Getting all shook up makes me feel really alive. I'm way more determined than a couple of kids on their way home from school. Determined to run away! And he starts running, and Bakugo blasts every single one of them that tries to get away with an explosion. Huh? Really? Out cold already? I was trying to tone it down just enough to trip you up, but I guess you ain't determined enough. Ooh! Looks like these guys ain't nothing to Bakugo and Shoto. Unless you're determined to feel pain! Not a chance. And then Bakugo gets blasted with carbonized air. But it's enough for the air he shoots out is very narrow, so it can actually cause damage. And it whizzes past Bakugo, and he actually gets a small cut on his cheek, just a little bit. Whoa, this thing's strong. It's too strong! Oh, it's a snow and ice carnival! And there's this lady just taking pictures for some odd reason. And All Might says, "Get back, miss!" And he goes for her. Oh, wait, I hit the wrong thing. Remember, hit left in order to go. And then All Might manages to get her out of the way while Bakugo blasts the rest of it. You want to die? Go somewhere else! Check it out. These things are amazing! I'm gonna have to get rough. There's no choice. Flash freeze, heat wave! And he blasts the guy and knocks him out instantly. Heat eliminates carbonation. Yo! A new move from Shoto. Swear with these civilians. Yeah! Yay! Let's take pictures instead of running away from these people who could possibly have very destructive quirks. That's how people get killed. They want to take pictures. They want to film stuff instead of running away like they should. That's the same crap you used against freaking Deku at the sports festival. They've all been taken out, right? Anyone hurt? No, you idiot! You mocking me! What about the woman? She's fine, you idiot. Are you two okay? Oh, you're UA's infamous bad boy, aren't you? And the dude that's right behind All Might is just sliding, but he's got this... He reminds me of the Crimson Chin, but he's just sliding across the ice and right next to All Might. But he's got this massive Thanos, Jay Leno's size chin. What's up with this guy? Did you two handle all this yourselves? Those criminals were stealing purses and stuff from civilians. Oh, those criminals were stealing purses and stuff from civilians. We apprehended all of them, I believe. And what about the stolen goods? Huh. And Bakugo's got it inside of his gauntlet. I pickpocketed them back so they won't be blown to bits back then. Thanks for guiding the civilians to safety. Perfectly done. It's hard to believe you kids are still students. Thank you. You're sure to be top heroes one of these days. I can just imagine him speaking like the Crimson Chin. Perfectly done. It's hard to believe you kids are all still students. Thank you. You're sure to be top heroes one of these days. Here comes the Crimson Chin. You can leave the rest of them to me. Slide and go. And then there's a ticking sound, and the gauntlets that was on the carbonation quirk user explodes. His gauntlets blew up. Sure did. Nothing good can come of using inferior black market products. And All Might says, you two did great. Even though All Might is, smaller thanks to his emancipated state and the fact that he can't use his muscle form anymore, that dude's still tall. He's just a lanky, tall-looking brother. He pats the heads of both Shoto and Bakugo. Shoto doesn't mind. Bakugo's looking at, why the heck are you touching me, All Might? Let's go home. You must be hungry. I have to melt my ice first. Yeah, well, I ain't helping. And then we're back at the apartment building with the big-nosed rat man. The products I'm leaking into the black market are constantly monitored. If things are looking risky, I make them self-destruct, leaving no trace. Oh, so that was him. I knew he was bad. We're gathering a ton of valuable battle data. A businessman to the end, all to further the liberation agenda. Huh? Your guest has arrived. So soon? You told us to move on that immediately, and your word is as good as Destro's. They're saying he's not in a talkative mood, though. Who do they have? The search for his client list apparently turned up nothing. The man claims he destroyed any such lists. What a scrupulous fellow. Yo, this is the same dude that was recruiting for the league. And they messed him up. He helps the League of Villains recruit and provides them with support items. Yes, there's no doubt that Giron, the broker, has plenty of info on the League. Evolda, never thought any but trace it back to me. It would have to be someone with plenty of time on their hands. And look what we have here, if it ain't President Forehead of Detnorat himself. I gotta say, I resent all this. I've been making bank off this stuff since I got started, but now it's looking like your big legit company is entering my racket. Name your price. Business dealings are something you do face to face. And I only make deals with people I respect, not guys who decide to kick the crap out of me first. Sure, I might know about the league, might not. Either way, you ain't getting a thing out of me. Cause what kind of merchant sells out his customers? Thanks, but come again when you got the guts to do this right. That dude is talking smack. You and I are going to be spending plenty of time together, it seems. About a month and a half earlier, before the hero billboard charts. Unacceptable. Too tiny. Why? Why all for one? Yo, who is this big joker right here? Twice is on the ground, Toga's on the ground. Tomura Shigaraki's there. Can't we quit while we're behind? I'm ready for round 2, baby! And that's the end of chapter... That's the end of chapter 219. Go, slide, and go. Wow, what is going on? I need to know more. Then it cuts to Tomura Shigaraki, and he's touching and then he touches like the logo of My Hero, and then walks away as it starts to rot away. Chapter 220, My Villain Academia. Oh, I've been waiting to read this chapter just from this title alone. My Villain Academia. Before we get back to what was going on last time, let's take a quick look at our current living situation. Some people hate chocolate. How did you people get in here? Others love cockroaches. The point is, there are all types of people in this world with all kinds of views. Wait, that's the League of Villains. That's Gigan Tomachi. You saw him back in chapter 57 or so. Right. Ain't he the big guy that Gran Torino and Sugauchi were trying to search for, but he ended up destroying a mountain range where they were at as well? Yeah, that's him. I remember. And now we're in a whole mansion filled with people who have skull nun looking outfits on that look like they are part of the Covenant of the Deep from Dark Souls 3. They look like they would follow Aldrich. These charmers happen to be the Creature Rejection Clan, also known as CRC. Basically, they're modern-day fossils. They have a lizard with them. How disgusting. As you might have guessed from the name, they love committing hate crimes against people with heteromorphic quirks. A real bunch of scums, if I do say so myself. Me? For starters, I'm not so fond of the word heteromorphy. Sure, everyone tosses it around casually, but it's nicer to avoid it when you're being polite. We seek things of value. Are these worth anything? We're running low on funding, you see, and yes, I know, common burglary is hardly in vogue. I don't relish it either. They are just basically walking into this house where all these people are looking for things to take from them so they can sell. They just brazenly just walk into their place and they're just taking stuff. Get out of here, you sins against nature. And one gets grabbed by Tomura. We'll leave when we're done. If you don't want us overstaying our welcome, then don't mess with us. And twice slashes the neck of one, Toga slashes the necks of others, compresses another, and Tomura literally just rots away the head of the guy that's rushed him. My name's Spinner. I'm a member of the League, and today's just another day in my life of crime. And the whole area is just painted with all the blood of the clan. I know a lot of people who would like for me to say that sentence one more time, but I'm not going to. There's not much money in religion nowadays, huh? In this economy, everyone is just scraping by. Ah, it broke. And Toga pretty much just broke her needle. And my prosthetic is in dire need of repair as well. I shall have to request a new one from Giran. And where are we getting the cash for that? I gotta scroll up and down these pages because they're so big. And it cuts to another area. How long are we gonna keep living like this? Looks like they're in a quarry of some kind. Until we finish. Had we agreed to cooperate with the Hasai group, we might be dining on fine sushi now. When villains are broke, yeah, they really go through some tough times, don't they, Fendom? Also, did I ever acknowledge you coming here on the stream? If I haven't, I'm sorry, Fendom. Welcome. If I never said it all that time when you just showed up, welcome. I highly apologize. I like to acknowledge everyone when they come in. If I didn't say that, I apologize, man. Had we agreed to cooperate with the Hasai group, we might be dining on fine sushi now. Is that a joke? Not funny. Ha ha, come now. We're the mighty league of villains that terrorize the nation, and we live in squalor. We do a disservice to all those who idolize us and what we stand for. It's just junk. Yeah. And Dobby's there. This is pretty tough. This is pretty, though. Ooh, real cute. For a spinster, maybe. Toss it! And Dobby walks in. You're all just kicking back. I guess I'm the only one pounding the pavement looking for recruits. Yeah, too bad you roast everyone you bump into, and you haven't brought in any fresh food. They were all worthless, just trash, living day to day without any real ambitions. Maybe you're just bad at judging others. You of all people don't get to say that. As you can see, the League has seen better days. It has been about a month since they caught Kurogiri, right? Tomura Shigaraki. The loss of all for one has weakened us considerably. Doing what needs to be done will require moving on to the next stage, so to speak. There is a power he left behind. Give me the order and I will retrieve this power for you. It's all for your sake, Tomura Shigaraki. He failed, so that's that. No luck finding the doctor either. Kurogiri was your babysitter, so you must miss him a lot, Tomura. What's so important about that doctor anyway? He was Master's personal doctor, a real cautious guy. The only way to get in touch with him was through the computer at the hideout, since he's the one who developed and managed the Nomu. Oh, word? Really? Kurogiri was the one who developed and managed the Nomu? No matter how cautious the doctor is, you'd think he could drop us a line and maybe give us a hand, especially when you consider that his former employer's golden boy is reduced to squatting. He didn't deny missing Kurogiri. Tomura really does miss him. Hey, where are we going with all this? Spinner steps up. I'm only here because Stain inspired me to take action. Huh? I was born in a real backwater place, stuck in the last century. Around there, I was known as the Lizard Freak, and I just accepted it. That whole time, my heart was totally empty. That is, until I learned about Stain's final stand on the evening news. He was trying to change the world on his own. That was the day I realized how suffocating society really is. I just couldn't take it anymore. This is the reason I joined up with you people. So what you're saying is basically you're just an empty cosplayer. That's right, totally hollow. Which is why I don't get why we're sitting around doing nothing. I was ready to have some new life breathed into me, to be inspired. So answer me, Shigaraki. Where are we going? Like I said. And then all of a sudden there's a rumble outside. Oh snap, it's Gigantomachia. I've been looking. Finally found you. I was waiting for the signal. Are you the one who succeeded all for one? Yep, that's the big guy. The same dude that has been appearing in a lot of people's backstories, like Kirishima's backstory and Gone Up Against Gran Torino. Just, he's been appearing in so many places, but now he's here in front of Tomura Shigaraki. Is this the power you alluded to, Kurogiri? So, who's this? You mean to say Kurogiri set out in search of this fellow? He must be the secret weapon Master left behind for me. And then there's a buzzing coming from his radio. I devote myself to all for one. Gaki Tomura Shigaraki? I don't know. It's making out something. Now, successor. Prove that you are worthy. Huh? Anyway, that's the long story of how we got to this point. Oh, that's why he was bothering everyone at the beginning of the chapter. He came to Shigaraki to see if he was worthy of the power All for One left behind. Why? Tell me why. Oh Lord, why? oh Lord, why? That's the voice I'm gonna give him. Why? Tell me why. Oh Lord, why? Why is he so weak? I'm not gonna give him that voice. Oh Lord, why? Why is he so weak? And he's crying. Gigan is crying. What's up? He doesn't make any sense. And then the radio goes off. You seem to be at a loss, Tomura Shigaraki. You seem to be at a loss, Tomura Shigaraki. We thought our tale was at a dead end. Doctor. But now it's picking up steam again. Oh, snap. And that's the end of My Villain Academia. Onwards to the next chapter. I'm actually catching up. I'm already at 221. 20 more chapters and I fully catch up to all of My Hero Academia. Let's see how far we go. Chapter 221, Memento from All for One. As much as I like to see information, because I don't know if you were here, fandom. Did I call you fandom? I'm sorry, fandom. I don't know if you were here in my stream yesterday, but I just recently found out that Deku has multiple quirks in him. One for All is basically like a big old crock pot of different quirks from all previous successors, and each one gets more powerful than the last as it passes on to a new successor. That blew my mind yesterday, but I want to find out more about All for One and anything that's linked to him, including Tomura Shigaraki. So, Memento from All for One. Did you say doctor? Could it be the doctor we're looking for? Are all your pals there with you? How have you all been doing? Wait. Kurogiri isn't the doctor, is he? Oh yes, he has different quirks, but it's interesting. All Might never... It's interesting. All Might never knew that he had all that powers, and he only accessed the ones that gave him super strength and super everything. But he didn't access stuff from the bald-headed successor who has that black whip, which exploded. When that happened, I was wondering what was going on with him. Are all your pals there with you? How have you all been doing? Fine, thanks. But we're about to be mincemeat. And then Gigun is literally about to smash them. He reminds me of Rajang from Monster Hunter and how what he looks like he's going to do to me when I face that giant horned monkey. And he smashes the ground and it literally destroys the entire area they're in. Mountain range and everything behind them and all. That is some crazy strength. I want to accept him, but all for one, I just can't. Why not? I take it you met Gigan Tomachia. He's a big supporter of All for One. He even used to be his bodyguard. He's one of the people All for One trusts most. With that extraordinarily durable body of his, he could handle multiple quirks even without getting remodeled first. What? There's more quirks in him? Hold on, how do I look to the camera? Am I facing away? No, this is I kind of want to have it facing a little bit better. Okay, that'll work. So it's not leaning too off to the side. But apparently he has multiple quirks in him. When All for One was weakened by All Might, he knew his defeat was inevitable, so he hid Gigan Tomachia away. Such careful planning, and all this happened just a few years after he picked you up. No matter what might happen to him, he made sure his hopes and dreams would live on. Call me crazy, but I'm having a hard time seeing this as some generous gift, says Dabi. Nice insight, Dabi. I'd say you're right. Gigan Tomachia is loyal to a fault. Yeah, you see right. Yeah, I remodeled my room a little bit, and now I got all my precious memorabilia sitting over there. Yeah, that is the cane sword from Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Thanos Gauntlet, the Dark Side Keyblade, and the regular Kingdom Key. Mace Window's lightsaber, and Genji's Dragon Sword, just to name a few. Gigan Tomachia is loyal to a fault, so loyal that it hurts him to think that Shigaraki doesn't measure up to his old master. Oh yeah, but I'm trying to build up my funds a little bit more so I can actually work on getting games. I'm taking a break from getting a whole bunch of memorabilia. I have more, but I'm just having it over here. But yeah, I'm building my funds up because games cost money, and I work a part-time job, and sometimes they like to cut my hours sometimes. So I'm putting the brakes on getting any more swords for now. So yeah, Gigan Tomachia is loyal to a fault, so loyal that it hurts him to think that Shigaraki doesn't measure up to his old master. We better go all out to show him here we're worthy. And then Dabi just incinerates him in fire. That won't be enough. For now, let me see. And then something clicks. And then all of a sudden, now Gigan more. Yeah, you got to make a video. Well, here's the thing. As far as my collectibles go, this is as far as they go. I mean, I have a couple pop figures and a bunch of Transformers, a bunch of Marvel figures that are up here. Some models that I built of Dragon Ball Super Broly, Perfect Cell, Kid Buu, and Frieza. I still got Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Ultra Instinct Goku, Naruto from Shippuden, and Gundam Age 2 Magnum SV version that I still have to make models of. And plus, I got Deadpool's guns. Did I say Deadpool's guns already? I got Deadpool's guns and a couple pop figures and a lot of stuff. So, yeah, that's as far as I mean by more. Oh, and just in case I feel like feeling like Sauron, I got the Ring of Power from Shadow of War. So, yeah, these are things that I get. These are memorabilia. I got so many things of ultimate power just sitting in my room, and it's just chilling in a corner. I got the One Ring, I got the Elder Wand, I got Keyblades, I got the Infinity Gauntlet, I got so much stuff. But it looks like Gigantamatia is now able to use fire as well. Not very effective, Dobby. I'm sorry if I'm getting sidetracked. Please forgive me. I want to really focus on these chapters here. But I don't mind talking, but sorry if I'm getting sidetracked and moving away from the actual story. Not very effective, Dobby. Makia. And then he stops. And he starts to shrink down. So not only does he have a quirk that makes fire pretty much null against him, but he can also change his size as well, and he also has super strength. And he's listening to the radio. A recording of All for One's voice is just the thing to calm the big guy down. We don't want this guy. Oh, you don't? It could be quite handy in the future. Huh? Kurogiri has been babying you for too long. Nope, this is not Kurogiri. Open your eyes, boy. That's harsh, Doctor. Maybe I should come up with a different voice for the doctor. Kurogiri has been babying you for too long. Open your eyes, boy. That's harsh, Doctor. Give me a minute. A minute? For what? I swear if this old coot doesn't get to the point... What's going on? Really, Jin? Burping? Gross. And now she's burping. And the black stuff that teleports them pours out of their mouth. And they all get teleported. Isn't this the quirk All for One used in Camino? How? Why? What's going on? Let's have a real chat. And the silhouette, and they all disappear, and I just see an image of this dude sitting in a chair who looks just like Eggman. Now, Sonic, I'll show you the true power of Eggman Land. Seriously. This dude's got a lab full of Nomus. Yo, is that high end? That looks like high end on the side. That is high end. I recognize that muscle tissue and that flappy exterior, but that feminine Nomu though, I don't think I want to see that one in action. This dude, this dude's been making the Nomus, and he has so many of them. There's like a fat Nomu, a feminine Nomu, a Nomu with multiple heads, high end, one that looks like he has the head of one of the Evangelion mech heads, one that doesn't even have one. This dude's been busy. Stinky, this is. Where are we now? Nomu, but unlike any we've seen before. Ho ho! Can you tell the difference? Ho 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 ho! Once again, you've got a pair of sharp eyes, Dobby. Yet these little ones are nothing like the middle and low-level Nomus. They're high-end. Super Nomu I could almost call masterpieces. Impressive, yeah? Impressive, huh? They are my finest work yet! Yes, I'm gonna make him sound like a mad doctor. Doctor, I've been looking for you for a reason. I need you to reproduce some bullets I've got. You've let your hair grow out, Shigaraki. How's your father and the others doing? Fine. Our doctor, I presume. It's too bright to make anything out. Stay back! And his hover chair just basically rockets him out of view from them. Stay back! Oh, sorry about this, but I wouldn't recommend coming any closer. When we need to meet face to face, I'll come to you. And if you break this rule, I'll send you right back to that big old meat grinder. You're the one who summoned us, you freaky geezer. Why are we here? I'd rather not give out my location, so I transported you all here instead. Besides, Shigaraki, you're all fresh faces to me, I guess. We might have met somewhere before, though. Like Gigantomachia, I'm one of all Favan's confidants. Daruma Ujiko is the name I've given myself for now. Anyhow, Shigaraki, I summoned you here out of respect for the boss. My life, my tech, my little ones here, I've offered them all up to the great Alpha One. Up to now, you've been getting by with just scraps and leftovers of my work. I'm late. Which chapter am I on? I am on chapter 21. Chapter 221. Chapter 221. My life, my tech, and my little ones here, I've offered them all up to the great Alpha One. Up till now, you've been getting by with just scraps and leftovers of my work. Now I've got nothing against you. I just need to judge if you're worthy of all this. Cause so far, you're nothing. Just a 20-year-old kid palling around with the dregs of society. So what do you have to show me, Tomura Shigaraki? Oh, snap. This doctor says Shigaraki ain't nothing. All my life's work, all that I have, I've offered up to All for One. And I'm here to judge and see if you're worthy, and so far, none of you ain't jack. Okay, onwards to chapter 222. I feel like I could fully catch up with My Hero Academia with this one full session. And they make Midoriya look like he's Mothra in this one chapter intro. All right, chapter 222, Tomura Shigaraki, Distortion. Stop it, Tenko. No! I don't remember much about my life before meeting my master and you. Yeah, I'm aware. Mothra Deku. Midoriyathra. Mothra and Midoriyathra. That's him now. And yet, when I equip everyone all over me, my rage just boils over. I can't help it. Ever since that day, I've done a lot of thinking. No one came to save you. That must have hurt, right, Tenka Shimura? How scared you must have been. The suffering you've endured. You ran and ran, hoping to find help. How awful for you. And this is All for One speaking to him. Everyone just passed by, pretending not to see, thinking that some hero would save the day. Who decided to make the world this way? You'll be okay now. I am here. Ooh, using All Might's catchphrase. It just burns when he says it. All I can really remember is my master holding me. Before then, I'd been an empty shell, completely hollow. Shigaraki. I'm sorry it's so cramped, but starting today, this will be your room, and I will be your master. Master? What will you teach me? Doctor? Doctor? Yes? This is what remains of your Oh! This is what remains of your family. A rare variant quirk manifested within you, one we've never seen before. You murdered your entire family with your own hands. Yo! Those hands are from all of his is what's left of all of his family members. I knew there was some weird reason why he had all those hands over him, but they're all of his family members. And he just wears them. He killed the dog. He rotted his quirk manifested, and he literally rotted down his family to nothing but their hands. Yo! Like even his dog. And he just throws up from this revelation. Yo, his mom, his dad, what looks like to be some girl, is that his sister? He killed his sister too? Do you remember? It all came rushing back to me in fragments like movie snippets, an inexplicable frustration so intense it made me feel nauseous. Should I modify him? No. Even without your memories, I expect those feelings to remain in your heart. As your master, I will teach you how to take those feelings, that frustration, and give it purpose. Yo! He killed his entire family, and the only thing that was left was their hands. I thought Aries' quirk to rewind time was kind of, depressing, since she rewound her own father back to his non-existence. But this dude just straight up rotted his family to nothing but their hands. Bruh. So when I have the whole family on, that's what he meant. Do I recognize the doctor? Yeah, it's Eggman. So when do I recognize the doctor? Wait a minute. Wait, should I? Hold on. Let me look at him nice and long. Bald-headed. Got glasses on, got a big mustache. I'm looking. Let me just progress through it. It'll come to me. No one tell me anything. Holy crap! That's the same doctor? Hold up. Okay, now I gotta pull this up. Now I gotta pull up chapter 1. Chapter 1, we all saw him treating All for One's wounds in season 2 finale. Hold up. Okay, I'm going chapter 1, page 19. I'm gonna go all the way back. Chapter 1, page 19. That's him. That is him. Same exact glasses. That is him. Oh, something just dawned on me. And with him being a doctor and him treating people with quirks, he was able to tell All for One if there were people with good quirks that All for One could take from them. He had an inside man on the medical field. Oh, wow. It's the same dude. What if Deku had a quirk and All for One took it? Ooh, I don't know, but okay, let me just continue with this chapter. Wow. Whoa. That's the same doctor. Wow. Okay, let me just read on. So when I have the whole family on me, I feel so sick that I want to vomit, but I also kind of feel at peace. It's weird. All I've got are these fragmented images. Yet it's like there's a lump of lead deep down in my heart, providing an endless source of rage that bursts out. It's like I'll never feel good again. Even if this hero society comes crashing down, even if I rise to rule the underworld, that weight in my heart is never gonna go away. It's why I hate everything. So why not destroy it all? Why not destroy everything? And there's snippets of pretty much so many things from Class 1A, Deku, some young child just sitting in a crib, Mountain Lady and Kamui Woods, so many different things. I know you see it too, the beautiful horizon just waiting for us. So lend me a hand, won't you, Doctor? Heaven and hell both. I'll show you all of it. So maybe I shouldn't be using the voice for the Doctor because the English dub does not give him a German accent. What a childish dream! Saying all that with such a straight face was quite impressive. Very well, Tomura Shigaraki. I'll help you out. I'll help you out, so show me you mean it. And he's laughing to himself. Prove to me that you can make your villainous pipe dreams a reality. So easygoing. Tomura seems kind of disturbed. Wait, you want to destroy even the things I love? My allies are exceptions. You guys should get what you want in life. Woohoo! You've passed with flying colors, Shigaraki. You were testing me? Sure, I wanted to see how much you've grown, but the plan was always to help you out, and those little ones are the first thing, as well as some research I've put together, all to give you power. But I can't give you that second thing yet because without a doubt, you're all weak. You'll need to prove yourselves first. The big guy, simple as he is a different story. Unlike me, he hasn't accepted you yet. Yo, Gigan is there. That's right. Get Gigantomaquia to submit to you. And everything I have will be yours to use as you see fit. Right. This sure has been one long tutorial. Yes, because we know he uses game references. Do what you want, Mr. Leader, but I ain't helping. You're just pouting because your fire doesn't work. Shut up, you lunatic. I found a good potential ally, so I'm putting my time towards that. I'm not about to go out in a blaze of glory beside our leader here. I'm looking out for myself, okay? Bring this ally, then. I'll be waiting. Perfect, Dabi! You can help me out with a test! You can help me test out Hahaya Nomu! I know just the one, the perfect match for your, let's say, aesthetics. You two will get along great. Did you even pay attention? Well, go on, send us back. I'm feeling like I could take on the world now. Use these to keep in touch with me. And he just gives them gives them some sort of communicators from his super high-tech robotic chair that has arms inside. Here we go. Oh, Johnny. And it's a small Nomu with tennis shoes. With tennis shoes on. All it is, it's a Nomu that has arms that are in tennis shoes, and out of its mouth comes the black goo that teleports them. Back to Gigan Machia they go. Hey, it's the return of the future king. A king must inspire dread, must be admired, must be strong. Now you're all caught up. This is us facing off against Gigantomachia, and things are about to get real. Oh, the League of Villains is doomed. And what is this? What is this right now? Is that a finger? What the heck is that? That looks like a bent up finger, but it's just a finger by itself. It looks like it's been cut off. and it's surrounded by something. That is so weird. All right, 223, a finger and a scarf. Hold on, let me see that again. Finger and a scarf. Okay, it is a scarf. I'm concerned now. 223. 223 cockroaches. Mid-December, and Shigaraki gets thrown back, and it's something comes out of the ground, and it's Gigan. I'm going to call him Giggins to keep his name short, because saying Gigan to Machia can get kind of grating after a while. Seconds you saying his whole name that I could use for saying the rest of the next panel. Weak. And he goes after Tomura. In midair, you're open to attack. And they all go for him. And he says weak again. And he blasts. He puts his hand out. And there's an explosion that sends them all flying back. Our future king is in trouble, huh? Same as always. Dr. Ujiko promised us his full support on the condition that we could rein in Gigan. It's been a month and a half since then. They've been fighting Gigan for a month and a half, or trying to take him down for a month and a half, and they still made no headway. Gigan still hasn't come to accept Shigaraki. Wow, how strong is this dude? The big guy can keep attacking without rest for 48 hours and 44 minutes straight. Then he sleeps for about 3 hours before attacking again. This dude, you only get 3 hours to rest after his rampage, and then he'll rampage for 48 hours and 44 minutes straight. His body grows in battle, and he always manages to sniff out where Shigaraki is hiding. Okay, so he has a gigantification quirk. He has an extended endurance quirk. He has the ability, he has like a heightened sense quirk, so he can sniff people out. Makia himself told us how just call him Makia then. Not just Gigan, let's just call him Makia. Makia himself told us how he got great ears and a powerful nose. Hitting him while he's asleep doesn't work either, since he wakes right up and comes after us. So if you cut his sleep short, then he'll just go on his 48-hour rampage. So it's best to let him sleep, otherwise you won't be getting no rest. For the past month and a half, Shigaraki's barely been sleeping, but even with the giant pushing him to the brink, he somehow manages to keep smiling. Then there's the rest of us. Since Makia's primary target is his master's successor, he doesn't care if we wander off. So we take shifts, attempting to conquer the giant alongside Shigaraki. Money, you ask? The generous doctor dropped us some cash, but only once, and barely enough to support us. He's not ready to give us full funding just yet. Toga used what little money she got on a new duffel coat. Toasty. I slow down when I'm too cold. I love how cute a line cuts look on me. You joined because you love Stain, right? But there's no sign of his influence in the league now. So why are you still here? I love Stainy. I love Izuku and Ochaku too, and I want to become everyone that I love. She says with a very demented look on her face. You're so free. Must be nice. Is he sleeping now? When does that monster find the time to eat? You're still alive, Tomura? Yeah, and that thing slowed down a lot. I'm getting way closer each time compared to the beginning. I'm definitely gonna trip that gorilla up sooner or later. His eyes, it's like a boy chasing after his dreams. And then twice his phone goes off. Huh? Getting a call from Giran. That man hasn't been picking up any of my calls. Where did you pull that phone out of? Didn't Deadpool 2 call it like a butt pocket or something? Ask if this is insured. That old broker's been looking out for me ever since he introduced me to the league. A real swell guy. You there, man? Why don't you pick up the phone when Mr. Compress calls you, jerk? I'm afraid that would be our fault. I assume I'm speaking to Jin Bubaigawara, the villain known as Twice. A voice changer? Who is this? And where's Garan? Sorry if there's a pause between switching pages. I got to scroll back up. It doesn't automatically put me at the next page, at the top of the next page. Say, why don't you check the news right now if you can? And then they check the news. Breaking news. Following yesterday's events, another finger has been found. A finger? 3 days ago, outside the residence of the leader of the Shie Hasai group, a registered villain organization, a severed middle finger was discovered. Okay. Then, in front of the Hosu city terminal, an index finger. And I see glasses. No, they didn't. Yesterday, a ring finger appeared on the central highway where a prisoner transport vehicle was attacked several months ago. Then, at Ground Zero in Camino Ward, a thumb, and there are clothes. Those look like Giran's clothes. And just moments ago in central Fukuoka, at the site of Endeavor's fierce battle that is still fresh in our minds, a pinky finger. The fingers all seem to belong to the same individual. In addition, a scarf, sunglasses, and other items of clothing, thought to be the personal effects of the victim, were discovered at each scene. Police are treating this as a crime meant as a statement by some organization or other. Those are the locations where we've done our dirty deeds. Greetings, League of Villains. Yo, they chopped up Garand and left his pieces everywhere the League has been. Yo! What kind of a league? What kind of organization is this? You are speaking to the Grand Commander of the Metro Liberation Army, Redestro. So that's his name. First the Yakuza, now the Liberation Army. All these retro freaks are starting to make a comeback. Is this because of that book that came out a little while back? Are you trying to ride that wave straight to the headlines? How well informed you are. But no, it's the other way around. We've created the wave. Well, good for you. Now where's Garan and what do you want? You better not have touched a hair on that wonderful man's head. Oh, he's here, alive, of course. And we seek to liberate all metahumans. Oh, so he's still alive, but he ain't got no fingers. We will tear down the existing framework and rebuild this world as a place where people are free to be themselves and use their abilities as they see fit. There are a lot of people with a lot of different dreams for the world. Like we got Hawks, who wants to live a leisurely life, and he wants to create a world where anyone can live that way. Hawks and Endeavor were talking at the restaurant before being attacked by High End about that book also. Yeah. Then we have All for One wanting to create a world that he rules over with his pretty broken quirk. Then we got Shigaraki wanting to destroy everything. And now we have the Liberation Army wanting to liberate the world to create a place where people are free to use their abilities any way they want to. I'm going to assume there is no moral ground to this. People can use it for good or evil, however they want. They just want to create a place. So a lot of people in this entire manga, in this entire series, have so many different plans they want for the world, but who's gonna be able to make their dream come true the closest? That guy who Hawks beat in 2 seconds was shouting liberation. I remember Hawks beat him right before covering him up with his feathers, because that guy wanted to flash in front of the public and make a statement. Stupid as he was. I don't see any reason we should oppose that. Are we gonna lend these guys the League's rep just like with the Yakuza? How about you liberate our broker and then ring me again? I'm busy now. Once I'm done with my business here, I'll listen to you and your merry band of revolutionaries. That could very well come back to bite us. Take a break and hear me out, why don't you? Because first of all, we will not liberate our hostage. From him, I've come to learn how tight-knit you people are. Your broker is an impressive man, someone who takes a lot of pride in his work, someone able to sink into the shadows, always sure to evade the attention of the authorities and heroes. Too bad for you, he was unprepared for an attack from those very same shadows. I commend him for deleting his client list before we got to him. And when we started severing fingers, the man not only refused to give you up, he wouldn't even cry out in pain. Wow. Even though Giran is working on the wrong side of things, you gotta admire this dude's tenacity and, willingness to not betray his clients. Oh, we got people, and we got names. As for that client data he deleted, we finally recovered it. What? These people know how to get stuff you delete? I commend his resistance, though it was futile, because you see, I commend his resilience, though it was futile, because you see, we liberation warriors have prepared long and hard over many generations for this. Leading IT company, Feel Good board member, Tomoyasu Shikazoku. Ooh. We've bided our time and spread our roots far and wide. Heart and Mind party leader, Koku Hanabata. A merry band of revolutionaries, you say? I'm no fan of such jokes. Shueisha Publishing Executive Director, Chitose Kizuki. And she's got some unique looking eyes, like the sclera is black instead of, normal human white. And support company Detnerat, president and CEO Rikia Yotsubashi. Yo, Kevin Spencer, what's going on? We're continuing with My Hero Academia. We're on chapter 223 right now. There are 116,516 of our fellow liberation warriors lying in wait, ready to rise to action. I would be loath to make such a self-deprecating comment, League of Villains. Wow. The Liberation Army covers so much of Japan. They literally outclass the League of Villains. The Meta Liberation Army, I mean. This guy's gotta be bluffing. It seems you're in Niigata, perhaps deep in the mountains. They already know where they are. And as soon as he says that, Twice throws the phone away. Too late, I'm afraid. We have a lock on you via satellite imaging. This is a League of Villains. Wherever you run, we'll have eyes on the notorious League of Villains. Endeavor, Hawks, Edgeshot, Mirko, Crust, all those heroes would be upon you with just one little call to the authorities. So generous giving us advance warning. What do you really want? Destro must be the one to lead this revolution, and your name has gotten too big. Your destruction at our hands will signal the second advent of the Liberation Army. Consider those fingers as proof of our resolve. No need to draw matters out, right? And I'm just now noticing that the way the fingers are shaped in their location is shaped just like the symbol for the Liberation Army that Redestro likes to use so much. Wow. That is twisted. Clever, but twisted. We will fight to liberate this world, liberate the metas of this world. We will fight to liberate the metas of this world, so make your way to Deka City in Aichi Prefecture. That is, if you hope to see poor Garan freed. Stand against us and be destroyed, or do nothing and be captured by heroes. The choice is yours, Tomura Shigaraki. Yo, the League of Villains is being called out by an even bigger League of Villains! This arc is so hype, I don't think you're ready. I'm not ready! I wasn't ready when I found out that the doctor that was working with All For One was the same doctor that told Deku that he ain't got no quirks and he ain't gonna be no hero. I lost my mind over that. I had to leave the room. I actually left the room. I left the room and I just had to stand in my hallway and yell for a quick second because I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I don't think I myself am ready for this arc. But yo, this Meta Liberation Army is really prepared. Chapter 224, Revival Party. He wants us in Aichi Prefecture within an hour. He must know we can only pull that off by warping. Yo, they got so much information on the League. They know they can teleport around, so they expect them there at a certain time, knowing full well that they are capable of getting there. Wow. And he's watching us from space, tracking our every move. Not a ton of people have their own private spy satellites. If it's true, then we're in big trouble. Sadly, we haven't housebroken our pet gorilla yet. Whatever shall we do? Is that even a question? This ain't up for debate. We're all familiar with that intestine-like scarf and tinted sun and sunnies. No one else in the world's got gross taste like that. Giran gave me a place to belong. We gotta go save him now, says Twice. Makes you wonder if Deku really had a quirk. Kyushu, do you remember at the very beginning of the show manga, Deku was being bullied by Bakugo and a kid with wings? Apparently, that kid was a winged Nomu who attacked Hosu in Season 2? That was implied? Okay, grant everyone, there's only so much revelations and callbacks that I can take without just... I need a drink. Okay. There's so much happening. Also, that kid was the doctor's grandson. I cannot handle this! Stop! Everyone just stop, please! I ask you kindly. There's only so much I can take while I'm taking in the fact that a liberation army that encompasses pretty much all of Japan is calling out the League, is able to tell where they are, is viewed as good people in the eyes of the heroes. So as soon as they call heroes, the heroes are going to be on the League. Oh, wow. What kind of quirks do they have? If they even have quirks. We got to go save him now, says Twice. They might have killed him already. Maybe every word was a lie, and those words are all we have to go on. But if there's even a slim chance he's still alive, we gotta make a move. Sorry, but none of this was revealed in the manga, so someone has to tell you. Okay, it's as long as it's not spoilers from the manga, I'll accept it. But at the same time, this is so much information to process. And I thought I had a lot of information to process from reading all the chapters from yesterday. Maybe that's why I had like a minor headache. Nah, that wasn't it. But if there's even a slim chance he's still alive, we gotta make a move. You're suggesting we plunge headlong into unknown danger? Calm down. Getting so attached to people, so buddy-buddy, it's a habit of yours. 'Cause I'm a stray myself! And then he takes his mask off and he starts... Oh, Shigaraki takes his mask off. And he starts screaming because of how he thinks that he's going to split apart and he's not himself. I have a plan. And then he clicks the earpiece. Doctor, did you catch all that? Listening to villain radio is my new favorite hobby, so yes, splitting apart. So the Meta Liberation Army is back from the dead. What a surprise. The waves you are all making in the underworld keep dredging these people up. How about we deploy a high-end Nomu like the one Dabi used? How about we deploy a high-end Nomu like the one Dabi used? I'm changing voices with the compress and all the other characters, so bear with me. Not happening. My other little ones aren't at the testing stage just yet. Perhaps if Dabi had succeeded in retrieving Hood's body, but alas, without AFO around, providing more of them is no small feat. So the doctor isn't as multi-talented as we assumed. It's fine. I wasn't about to rely on those things anyway. So why trouble the doctor at all? How long until that massive oaf wakes up? If left undisturbed, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Great. And doctor, where's Dabi right now? What is he about to do? At the moment, on the border between Mie and Shiga prefectures. Great, how convenient for us. Warp us over then. We're taking the bait? Without knowing squat about what we're up against? They could send anyone. And what if we wasn't kidding about having 110,000 loyal followers? Not good, not good. Twice is still losing his mind. After more than a month of fighting, it's clear to me the big guy isn't invincible. He's just got way too much HP. Another game reference. Wait, I get it. Wherever you go, Shigaraki, he'll sniff you out and hunt you down. That's right. We're going to send Gigantomatia right into the fray, and a fight against those revolutionaries is sure to grind that meathead down. This dude never clips his nails, does he? How underhanded! And what if the CEO was bluffing? Then the fool dies, plain and simple. We're really going then. That's what I said. My mask makes me whole. They won't know what hit them. And all I see is just a big old massive cityscape in front of everyone. Oh, it's not gonna remain so perfect and pristine looking for long. Talk about the burbs. Not too small, not too big. Nice atmosphere around here. It takes me off! 1 hour and 40 minutes until our oversized friend awakens. Making them clash with Makia will require that we fight as well. This will be no walk in the park, I dare say. Yeesh, why'd you have to drag me into this? And Dobby's there with them. Oh, lovable Dobby. Hey, Garand brought you into the fold too! Like I care. You jerk! Someone's coming! And they all prepare their powers. And... Wait! What is the Crimson Chin doing there? I know he has a hero name, but his chin size makes me... His new name is Crimson Chin. I don't know what color his outfit is, but whatever color his outfit is, that's him and Chin. Captain Chin. His name is Captain Chin. Not another step. I was ordered to guide you down into town. A hero? I don't recognize this one. If you want a face-to-face with the Liberation Army's commander, then you best follow me, okay? So the slip and slide and Chin hero is working with the Liberation Army. Who else do they have in their pocket? Do not tell me. I want to find out. And they're walking, and he's just sliding. He's not even walking. He's just standing upright, sliding. You know how Dracula did when Keanu Reeves cut his face in the movie? He just slid right over. It says, be careful cutting yourself shaving. It is more dangerous than you think. And he just slid over all creepy like. That's basically what this sliding Chin is doing. Not a soul around. Sure, I get it. This whole city, huh? They have the entire city vacated just for the League to meet up with the Revolutionary Army. How much power do they have? Kind of reminds me of Winston from John Wick when he literally has every single person in New York in his pocket, and with a single phone call, he can just tell everyone to stop, and everyone just stops and looks at John and Winston. They apparently have that type of power. Are they the high table? Is everyone... They're the high table. They are the high table. All the higher-ups that are in charge of all these companies for the Meta Liberation Army are essentially the high table of my hero. I'm so glad I've watched all these movies so I can make these comparisons. This isn't usually my turf, but today's a big exception. Did you say Revolutionary Army? You mean Liberation? Yes, Liberation. Sorry. I'm just thinking of... when I think of Revolutionary Army, I'm automatically thinking of One Piece. But I meant Liberation Army. Just as the man says here in Deki... Just as the man says here in Deka City, 90% of the population, heroes included, are liberation warriors lying in wait. 90% of the population! This is a liberated district. Thank you for making the trip, and welcome. This is a day of celebration, and you are the guests of honor. Shall we start the festivities? Yo! They're making their presence known. They got control of the entire city. everyone. 90%. Which might as well just call it everyone. Does this mean they have Monkey D. Dragon? Oh god, Shigaraki is doomed. Oh no, we don't even know what Monkey D. Dragon can do, and he's still regarded as the most dangerous person there. This is the Meta-Human Liberation Army's revival celebration. And then, all of a sudden, people with quirks start going towards the League. That's Hanabata, leader of the Heart and Minds Party. Is he some big shot? Yes, someone who could easily have 110,000 followers. So what? We're here. Where's Garan? Where's Garan? You're Broca, waiting just over there with our Grand Commander. But we here promised we'd get him back. What an obvious lie. But we were promised we'd get him. Oh, we were promised we would get him back. If I'm flubbing the lines, it's because I'm making the grammar errors. The translation's fine. But we were promised we'd get him back. What an obvious lie. This guy's probably a mini-boss. Yet another game reference. And there's cameras everywhere. Tomura Shigaraki! And they all get torn through by his quirk. Off to the tower, then. This is what we're good at. And they're just killing people. They're just straight up killing people. But the ground next to Toga blows up and she gets launched forward. The ground blew up? The girl wanted in connection with a string of bloodletting murders. If it isn't Himiko Toga herself. How did this high schooler turn to madness? In this shocking exclusive interview, hear her story in her own words. How's that for a headline? That sucks. Does she have a quirk where she puts her hands like this and whatever is in that view explodes? Lights! Camera! Explosion! I wouldn't be surprised if her quirk is called Snapshot. But that's the end of chapter 225. Let's keep going. Oh, I need to know more. Okay, what is this chapter called? Chapter 225, Interview with a Vampire. I'm sorry? Deka is a great little town nestled in the mountains with few routes leading in and out. Yo, people who want to get into the city are being turned away by all of them that are under the Liberation Army. Far from the hustle and bustle, it's a tranquil place, surrounded by nature, the perfect sort of town for us to lie low in. Too bad you made two mistakes. First, no one's gonna treat me like a damsel in distress. Second, if they unleash one of those bioengineered Nomu, your tranquil town is toast. And then we still got Garan still going off on Notsubashi. They will not unleash any Nomu for 3 reasons, which is one more than you have. 1. Although Nomu practically becomes synonymous with attacks by the League of Villains, they are all but faded into nothing more than a rumor since that day in Camino. This, despite the League's continued antics. 2. Counter to point 1, a high-powered Nomu did show up in Kyushu. Someone call me? However, take note of the weaker white ones that the black ones spat out. Though clearly remodeled by mad science, their strength was nothing to write home about. 3. Dabi said he was there to collect the black Nomu. This tells me that without the powerful black one, they have no additional Nomu ready to deploy. To summarize, these Nomu creatures were clearly provided as backup soldiers by the League's patron One for All, and the League is limited in how freely it can use them at this time. Yo, they got so much information and all of it is correct. Without the Nomu, the League of Villains is nothing more than a gang of hoodlums. And it cuts to a panel where all the League is fighting against everyone that's trying to kill them. They've split up. We'll take the right. And then there's this one dude that has a giant mouth that clamps down on one of Spinner's swords. Each one of these guys is a handful. Our dormant liberation warriors have spent their days training, forging their bodies and minds, all to better live as the people they really are. So it's irritating to have you people just waltz in with no great cause or ideology and start hogging the headlines. Are you not keen on being interviewed, Himiko Toga? I'm afraid that's too bad. And this is the chick with the black eye sclera. I hadn't backed down from a good story since my first year in this biz, so I hope you understand, Himiko Toga, that I will strip you bare. And she has multiple people with her. I couldn't care less about the league, but you. I couldn't care less about the league, but you're a different case. A girl gone mad. The story would make for an amazing article. Why, I haven't felt my blood pump like this since back in the day when I was on the beat. And she notices that one of the throats of the people standing next to her just gets sliced through as she's just casually talking. She's gone. I see. This is why she hasn't been caught. Now where's she? And Himiko just aims right up, right down for the news reporter chick. But before that happens, all the people who are with her use their quirks to pretty much body Toga. Ah, Miss Curious is on the job. Miss Curious is on the job. Back off. She doesn't hesitate at all when it comes to cold-blooded murder. How? Why not? I need to know. What sort of life have you led? And Toka gets knocked into a diner. I'm hungry now all of a sudden. Oh, by the way, watch your step in there. And what happened? Oh, and it just blows up. Our warriors show no mercy. Chitose Kizuki, MLA codename Curious. Meta ability Landmine. She turns things into bombs with just a touch. The explosions don't pack much power, but she goes for quantity over quality. Ow. If you want to live to see tomorrow, then give me my interview. And then Toga got hit by the explosion just a little bit. And then Toga jumps in the air, throws syringes in everyone, and puts on her mask. Now my on-the-go suck mask. So many people have abused that phrase from her and the video that she was in saying that so much. Syringes, I see. So you can suck blood and use your meta ability transform. Fascinating. Plus, with multiple donors, it's hard to tell who to watch out for. As for the way you move your body, you being just another mad slasher doesn't explain those highly tuned survival skills. How did you turn out this way? I need to know the details. She really wants an interview, and then all of a sudden there's explosions going out throughout Toga. The blood itself exploded in Toga. Yo! How can anyone survive that? I understand having multiple planes exploding through your body, but not having the blood inside you blow up. Were you hoping to transform into one of us and blend into that? Oh, were you hoping to transform into one of us and blend into that crowd? That won't work. I'm here to get some. Oh, were you hoping to transform into one of us and blend into the crowd? That won't work. I'm here to get some answers, so I've come prepared to counter your tricks. Our warriors won't balk at being turned into bombs, so while they'll use their meta powers to put you and your people on the ropes, why don't we get started with some background information? First daughter of the Toga family, born on August 7th, currently 17, ran away from home just after middle school graduation. Did you catch the news that day when the media rushed over to your parents looking for answers? Or when they interviewed your classmates? Everyone said the same thing, that you were always a cheerful, reasonable, well-mannered girl, so they all wondered why. Why did you do what you did? Why did you abandon any hope of a normal life? And it's showing Toga with her friends when she was smiling. Believe me, I know you must have suffered. I'd like to hear your version if you don't mind. And then it cuts to a flashback. Kizuki. Kizuki, this writing of yours won't move people. It's lacking something. Beat reporting on rumors won't grab the reader's attention. Get out there and find some real stories. When you do, look them in the eyes. Because if an article's going to sway public opinion, it's got to have heart. Your story, your heart is going to shake things up, and it will be all for the Meta Liberation's Army's sake. Why did you succumb to madness? Tell me! A normal life, huh? And then Kizuki starts shuddering. Where is this? All these Discord things just keep popping up. Get away from my screen! A normal life, huh? What's that? And she's just bloodied. And she's just bloodied all over her mouth and her eye, everywhere. What a face, just like that. Finally, an answer. A doll's. What a face, just like a doll's. You Liberation Army people are trying to make the world a peaceful, a wonderful place. So I like you. For me, this is my normal. And she has yet another twisted looking face on her face. That's Toga. Onwards to 226. Let me see. What chapter is this called? Chapter 226, Bloody Love. Oh. The middle schooler in question who allegedly attacked a classmate with a knife is currently on the run. An investigation is underway. Saito is popular with the other children. Something was always smiling. Oh, that must be Toga. Toga was always smiling. A pretty social kid. I can't wrap my head around this. I saw her. I saw Toga. Sucked Saito's blood. She even stuck a straw in his wound. That's not disturbing at all. And she's enjoying it. She has this, her eyes are rolling up back into her head, and she's smiling while she's drinking his blood. It was like she was in a trance, making this creepy, disgusting face. We take full responsibility, and we only wish we could make up for it somehow. Despite our efforts, she's turned out bad. That demon child. Is Toga still waifu material? Okay. As nice as Toga is, and as waifu material as some would consider her, I kinda draw the line at drinking other people's blood. You don't know where that's been. Like, think about it. You go on a date with Toga, there's no guarantee you're going to be, you might be coming back a few liters lighter of blood than you have been before. And I like, she's just drinking the blood through a straw. Now, I've tasted blood before, like whenever whenever I got hit in the mouth or I brushed too hard. And I don't get it. How vampires can drink it and how people who like the taste of blood can drink it as well. Like, it's coppery and it's weird, and she's just casually drinking it with a straw. She's teary-eyed. She's just in an absolute trance. And then we cut to Toga saying, Mama, Papa, look, little birdie, so cute. But the birdie looks like it's half dead. This is your normal? Fascinating. So this is you without a mask. My intuition is still sharp as ever, as I thought you're the manifestation of the darkness in this superpowered society. And then Toga falls over. Your body is ravaged inside and out. How sad. A miserable girl, who with her meta ability suppressed has driven herself to the brink of death. Do you know what's really to blame, Himiko Toga? Quirk counseling, where they attempt to hammer out any bumps in your understanding of the world and program you to fit neatly into society's little boxes. It's far from a perfect process, of course. The counseling ends up emphasizing the inherent differences between us all, and that's one bug they've yet to work out the programming. You drink blood to transform. You were born with that meta ability, and you've always had a strong fascination with blood. So cute and pretty. And we have a young Toga looking at all this. But the true tragedy here came from a perfectly ordinary feeling, admiration. And she bites down on the bird, who looks like he's close to death, and just starts sucking the blood out of the bird. Well, we see where it started. Don't give a chicken. I thought my mouse was moving on its own for a second. Blood and admiration, those two elements combined into something that society was never going to accept. So you pushed it all down, suppressed yourself, and created a mask. Stop that. What do you think you're doing? And stop making that creepy smile. You look like some sort of deviant. So why can't you just be normal? Act like a normal little girl. Shut up! And then she tries to knife Kizuki, but she raises an arm. Detonarat's patented chain ring. Curious flattener. And she punches Toga right in the face, which also serves as a place where she could plant a landmine, and it just blows right into Toga's face. Wow. The League of Villains are not having a good day. Keep in mind, what you consider normal isn't at odds with the Liberation Army's goals. In fact, you're living proof that our cause is righteous. You'll make the ideal sacrifice. Let's turn your death into a tragedy for the ages, shall we? As a martyr, your tale will be a modern-day parable for the ages. No way. Toga's not down. No, she's not down. If I'm getting the details wrong, please tell me. I would love to hear directly from you. Otherwise, this interview can't be completed. No! And then she starts running away. There's no escape, I'm afraid. You people came to us, remember? Yeah, there really is no escaping. The entire city is under their control, and who knows how many heroes they have in their pocket to keep them from escaping. And then Toga starts running. And she pops something. She pops a capsule. And she pops a capsule. And stupid woman, I'm not miserable at all. She's running. When I'm happy, I smile. And just like how everyone else kisses the people they love, when I love someone, I suck their blood. Might need to find another way to go about that. But she's being chased, and she changes her face into Uraraka. No, I'm not miserable. Not me. A transformation, of course, from blood you had saved. Oh my, I'm on the verges of tears over here. But I know that you can only transform on the outside. It's all you can do to put on a pretty face for your final moments. How pitiable. I only had a little bit of blood from back then. So this is the blood that she only got from Uraraka back when she was at the licensing exam. From her blood from Ochaku, the girl Izuku trusts so much. He really does trust her. Must be nice. I want to get closer to the ones I love too. Care to give me a final statement? I want to be just like you. And then she says, no! A long page length no. And then it's another one of Kizuki's carrier rings. Smashes it in her face and it blows up. And then she says, huh? What? Miss Curious! And suddenly she's floating. Day after day, the police and heroes came after me, so without even trying, I became sensitive to how other people behave. And I learned that the world treats high school girls just a little bit kinder. So I don't get caught. Don't get caught. I'm using Ochako's quirk? But then she coughs, and then half of her face is exposed. But how? Her quirk profile clearly stated that the transformation is only external, unless she just powered up her ability. Fear of death allowed her to grow. So wait, Toga's ability to transform has extended to being able to moderately copy people's quirks? So Monama's not the only one who can do that. But in order for her to do it, she has to consume their blood. I saw Chaku's quirk in action. I know how to use it. I just want to live. I just want to love, live, and die my way, my normal way. I want to be even more like the people I love. And she claps her hands. And before Kizuki falls to the ground, she says, "What a lovely cloak for a killer story!" Before her and everyone who was left in the air plummet to the ground to their deaths. I say deaths because as soon as they hit the ground, there's massive splashes of blood. So Kizuki, for the one couple of chapters we've seen her in, she dead. Just straight up dead. Everyone that was with her just fell to their deaths. I'm beat up, really, really hurt. Just like Izuku. It's better not to kill. Leave them for that big... Oh! It's better not to kill. It's better not to kill. Leave them for that big old lug, but I have no choice, right? Because whatever we hate has got to be destroyed. Isn't that right, Tomura? Oh, okay. So it's confirmed. She did kill all of them. Just by letting them plummet to their deaths. Well, that's that's one person from the high-end table that's gone. And that's the end of chapter 227. I'm going to go to 230. I'm going to go to 230. Because then afterwards, it'll be 231, and I'll have exactly 10 chapters. Well, possibly 11 chapters to catch up on completely. Then we have Toga in chapter 227, Sleepy. And she's on a big old pile of stuff, some things with knives in it. And she ducks into like some sort of tool shed. Out of strength, arms won't move. I lost lots of blood. Colors are fading. Yeah, this is the same sensation. And she's laughing to herself. Again, I feel closer to them. In Himiko Toga's world, there is no such thing as other people. So they labeled her a deviant, a villain. Whose fault is it, really, that she turned out this way? Isn't it odd how society insists on conforming to the old ways of thinking, while eliminating anyone who doesn't fit the mold? Especially since we as a species have moved beyond the very notion of normal. Curious hope to communicate that message to the masses via Toga. It's a fundamental truth. Curious should have never been put on the front lines. She was a valuable resource. So, yep, this just pretty much confirms that Curious is dead. Not just Curious, each and every warrior dives into battle with hopes for the future. Life is so very precious. And Redestro is crying. Well, too bad we can't use Curious's footage, since Toga herself isn't exactly a good fit for the tragic lead of the narrative we're pushing. Footage? Footage? Huh? Is something confusing you? Is this even a question you want answered? What's keeping you from asking properly, like what do you mean by footage? Do you have too much pride? If someone says one, do you go one, like a parrot? Can you think critically? Use your imagination. Are your neurons taking a vacation? You need us to spell everything out and tell you that 2 plus 2 is 4? Why should we? Surveillance cams throughout the city is recording this battle. Picture it. In the absence of heroes, these desperate townsfolk are defending their homes from wicked villains. We'll find plenty of use for that footage. After all that, you told me anyway. And then he kind of slaps Giran in the head. Do you really think things will change? You people are insane. No, I'm afraid it's everyone else who has gone mad. As I suspected, you certainly lack imagination. Without conviction, hearts and minds will not be moved. How much longer until wakey wakey time? 1 hour 20. How much longer until wakey wakey time? 1 hour 20 minutes. For real? Even though we knocked them down, they just keep coming. You haven't taken a single one out yet. Where'd Toga run off to? Attention all, I have tragic news to report. An election campaign van? Miss Curious has fallen in battle. She gave her life to the liberation cause. Ah, how awful! So the people who are fighting Tomura Shigaraki and his group are just civilians who live there but are joined with the Liberation Army. Keeping myself hydrated. It's not too dark. Oh, it started to rain. Oh, are we starting to get the hurricane winds? Are we starting to get the brunt of it? I really hope it doesn't come through here full force. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do my stream today like I want to. Ah, how awful! Any word from the Grand Commander about this? Do not let her sacrifice be in vain, he said. And everyone screams in a rally cry. I see Hanabata's playing the role of preacher gathering his flock. This isn't an army, it's more like a religious sect. I told you there's money in religion. and then all the civilians just go straight for Compress, Twice, and Spinner. No, they go for Shigaraki. Shigaraki! Sleepy. And when I get sleepy, stuff that's not moving comes to life. I start hearing things that aren't there. All this unnecessary input. It's totally sensory overload. It's like my whole body's glitching. I know this feeling well. What now? Check this out. Another flashback, I guess. It's a secret. So this is Grandma? What's this about again? Oh, it's Nana Shimura! She was a hero, I guess. This memory isn't in my head. All I can recall is the feeling. Why didn't you want to show me this, Nana? Hannah and Nana. When I recall this, Daddy said all that stuff, but don't worry, I'm on your side, Tenko. I feel a weight coming off my chest, but why? What is it? Show me the whole flashback and not just bits and pieces, darn it. Why has it got to be like a busted recording? It makes me so awesomely sick to my stomach. He jumps on the fence, grabs one of the people, and rots the entire group that tries to come after him. He's fast! Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, he digs his finger into his face and rots it. And wow, Tomura is actually throwing up. He's actually throwing up while he's doing this. He digs his finger into the guy's face, rots it, and then in a massive wave, rots the whole group that tries to come down on him. And they all die. Every last one of them die. Am I seeing things? Just now, his decay effects spread to people he wasn't even touching. I know, that's what I just said. Shigaraki, you... If our dear leader's racking up bodies, then I'm going all in too. Hanging back and taking the pacific route was never my style. Then someone lands right in front of him and upheavals the ground. With ice. Ice, huh? Alright, looks like Dabi is facing off against an ice quirk user. Do we finally get to find out what his quirk is called? Chapter 228, Wounded Soul. And this dude is big with his ice. Ice, sure then. Clearly a bruiser, yet I barely noticed them in time. I gotta warn you, I think I've gotten stronger, which means I can tell. You're tough too. And who is this? Dabi, those blue flames make... Oh. Dobe, those blue flames make you the league's only wide-range attacker. But why don't you unleash your fire straight away? It's almost like you're waiting for something. Or do you have an issue with your meta abilities? Wouldn't you like to know? Fine, consider this a freebie, just for you. ice melts. And he just sends a massive wave of blue fire towards him, but the ice user uses ice to shoot himself in the air. Is that so? Well, that could be a problem. And he lands over what looks like either a gas station. It looks like a gas station or like a small grocery store. Yeah, it's like a service station. The bags of ice start to move. Since you seem to be unaware, I manipulate ice. All ice. I've been perfecting this meta ability for a long time, longer than most heroes. So no school for me. The Grand Commander helped make me stronger. This dude is manipulating ice just like Iceman, but on a far grander scale. And did he make a dragon out of ice? Because the shape of the ice around him does look like that. Like the claws are on one side and the other has like a dragon head. Sounds like you've led quite a life, but kinda sad. You'd best not think your little campfire can melt my ice. And they both clash, and the flames rise up against the horizon of all the buildings. And then everyone who's around suddenly gets blasted back by the immense heat. Dobby, a little moderation, please. We've all been scattered. Let me think. Dobby is over there. Shigaraki and Spinner were together, and Toga ran off just now to who knows where. What about Twice? He was just here. Where is Twice? No way. It's true. When you disappeared, I was freaking out. Cool as a cucumber. Ah, darn it! What happened? Little Toga. Not happening. Not happening. It's happening. Your skin's cold as ice. Crap, you're burning up. Is everyone still hoping that the Dobby theory to be confirmed? Because it's been a theory for so long, yet we don't know. I don't know. Like, I seen thumbnails. Ah! Oh my goodness, that stretch felt good. I've seen thumbnails, but I don't want to make any theories until I've caught up on all episodes. Crap, you're burning up. Shut up! Why should I? She's covered in blood. Are you breathing, Toga? Yes? Are you breathing, Toga? Yes, you're not. And your face is all beaten up. Is that the enemy's blood? It's your blood. Let's clean you up, okay? Remember this thing? Bet you forgot. The hanky you gave me. Give it up. The girl's dead. There's no. No. You gotta live. You gave me the whole league. You gave me a place to belong. A washed up outcast like me. You were the only one who made me feel needed. Darn it. I'll rip those zealots limb for limb for all this. Then there's some individuals that stand up behind him. Twice is with Toga at Mr. Ikeda's house, at Mr. Ikeda's storage shed. Toga's alive still. Twice is with Toga at Mr. Ikeda's storage shed. Toga still lives, but for Curious' sake, she must die. And there's these tall dudes in suits just standing over Twice and Toga. Jin Bubaigawara, aka Twice. Meta ability, double. In a sense, the exact opposite of Toga. A man who cloned himself and nearly died doing so. A man who lost sight of what makes him an individual. I'm sorry? Why is there more of Jin? There's at least there's several Jin just standing right in front of him. Living as you were meant to live and liberating your meta ability gave you nothing but a wounded soul. He remembers back when his clones were killing each other to find out which one was real. And they all jump on Twice and Toga. Tomoyasu Chikazoku, ML codename Skeptic, meta ability Anthropomorph. He can transform fridges, desks, and other human-sized objects into puppets he controls. With your meta ability, we can revive Destro should the unthinkable happen. Destro's death was tragic, but we won't see history repeat itself. Can you even comprehend, Bubai Gawara, how to best use what you have? Why can't you see your own value? We're drafting you into the Liberation Army. What? They want twice? Wow. Okay. This is fairly interesting. I can't believe I finally almost caught up to my hero. Okay, what is this chapter called? Where's the name for this chapter? Show me the chapter name! It won't. It won't show it. All right, I'll look it up. Chapter 229. Hold on, let me pull it up. 229. 229. All it takes is one bad day. Didn't we hear a certain clown say that one day? Oh, I almost got mixed up with the first chapter. Let me actually get out of there so I don't have to look at the doctor anymore. So Twice's mask gets pulled off. Ah, knock it off! And they throw away his mask, and they throw away Twice. And they both start to grab hold of Toga. Stop it! Why are your hands so cold, darn it? Who are you guys anyway? Me? You look like me, but who are you really? Good, grab her head. C, hold her body in place. E, you attend to Bubai Gawara. Bubai? What are you doing to him? He mustn't interrupt him. Not when he's using his meta ability to puppeteer, unless you want another nagging lecture. If you must know, he's handling Bubai Gawara and Toga with the puppets he's created. This allows our warriors to momentarily hold back and stay out of danger. The puppets he's controlling all look like Bubai Gawara. With his proprietary comms network and micro transceivers from Detonerat, he can manipulate his puppets with deadly accuracy. Hehehe, your client data gave us information on Bubai Gawara's psychological scars. Are you feeling frustrated, broker? Knowing that Toga will die and Bubai Gawara will be ours. Toga too? For Bubai Gawara? That'll hit him twice as hard. I need my mask or else. Crab, get off of me, darn it! Toga! And they're looking like they're preparing to crack her neck. Toga! That's me! I'm killing her! She gave me a hanky to cover me up, and I'm her killer! It's me! It's me, huh? Is it really me? Wait, so am I really me? Am I the real one? Or not? Split it apart. Am I not me? Who am I? I am... And then it cuts to someplace else. I've got no one. Nope, no family. Something about my eyes always rubbed people the wrong way, scared them. That's so, sorry to hear it, because you broke the arm of the young man. It all started going downhill when I was 16. You ran down with you because you broke the arm of the young man you ran down your motorcycle. He ran into the road without any warning. I was obeying the speed limit, sir. Sure, but in a case like this, you're still to blame for as well. You're probably going to have a record after this, but don't lose hope, kid. You slipped up, but you still have a chance to bounce back. Bounce back? That officer couldn't have known. Me neither. Just how far a person can fall from one little stumble. Chin, that guy you ran over works for one of our type clients. I just got a call from them and they're mad as heck. They said that young punk of yours did this. They're thinking about canceling all their contracts with us now. I guess you don't care much about a job that puts a roof over your head and a shirt on your back. Get the heck out of here. You're bad luck. Wow. My folks died when I was in middle school. They were killed in some villain attack. With no other relatives, I was alone, just me, by myself. And in modern society, when you're someone without roots, well, not a lot of people can relate to that. I just wanted someone to talk to. Hey, did I go wrong somewhere? Maybe if I did, it would have been being born without an ounce of luck. All I wanted was someone I could trust and who'd trust me in return. I had a blast, and we see him using his quirk. Yo! A pop-up just came up from my YouTube feed. Fairy Tail is getting their very own console game. I'm gonna look at it once I'm done with the stream. All my favorite animes are getting games that I will be getting. I don't care if people don't like Fairy Tail. I like Fairy Tail. So I'm going to be checking it out, definitely. I really hope it's done in a good way. I hope it's not like a fighting game, because I'm tired of seeing a lot of anime games getting turned into fighting games. I want to see an adventure game based on a licensed anime. But you watched the game trailer earlier. I hope it's not a fighting game. If it's another fighting game, we already got One Punch Man. That's a fighting game. I really hope it's an adventure game. No one spoil. I want to go in there completely blind. When a person's life starts spiraling, what's the one thing they want? Comfort. Am I wrong? Going after that single-mindedly led to one mistake after another. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom that I realized my biggest mistake of all. I couldn't even trust myself. If I'm hearing you right, you witnessed your other selves kill each other and it drove you a little batty. And what's with the bag? Breathing troubles? Oh, it's Garan. And what's with the, if I'm hearing you right, you witnessed your other selves kill each other and it drove you a little batty. And what's with the bag? Breathing troubles? Gotta cover up or else I'll split apart. Not gonna split. No hope. Not at all. Fair enough. The doubles I make, they vanish after taking enough damage. For a grown man, breaking a bone would do the trick, so you get why I'm on edge, right? No worries or cares for me. This crime spree you and your doubles went on, it put you on the most wanted list nationwide. Heck, you could probably bring down this whole country with your quirk if you used it right. It's a terrible thing to see a man like you fall so far. What's a guy with nothing left supposed to do? Find someone who'll trust you. Who? Friends, allies. There's a certain gang that's been making some noise lately. You're not reacting to the game trailer, are you? Probably not. Probably not. There's a certain gang that's been making some noise lately. I'm sure they could use a man like you. Don't worry, there are plenty of others like you. More than you think. I am Toga! Fighting back? I was sure he'd either flee or cower in place. We didn't anticipate such unity between them. If G beat him. And Twice goes towards where Toga is. And ouch. And they're beating up on him. Grab his arm. Break it. Oh boy. Twice did say, the thing is, Twice doesn't know if he's real or a clone. So the reason why he's been trying to keep himself together is because he doesn't know if he's real or not. And if he breaks his arm, that is enough to cause one of his clones to disappear. What's going to happen? They break his arm. Yeah! Now his legs. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. Just come quietly. Crap. That hurts. Oh, great. Now Toga's coming too. Come on. Oh, great. No, great. Now Toga's coming too. Come on, put your backs into it. It hurts. 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 Hurts! It hurts like heck, but I'm still here! I've been walking on eggshells trying to avoid major injuries even while fighting Gigan. Even while fighting Makia. It's because I was so afraid of vanishing. For so long, this whole time, making mistake after mistake after mistake. It would have been simple enough to try offing myself to know once and for all. But no, I just kept running and stumbling and falling. Until I fell right in with them. With her. Toga, I'm... Move aside, you fakes. You... I won't watch a friend die. My quirk is double. You're gonna learn how terrifying it really is, Liberation Army. Yo! Now that Twice knows that he's not the clone and he's the real one, he can go all out with his quirk now. Yo, Twice is about to cut loose. Chapter 229, all it takes is one bad day. Yo! Okay, we're at chapter 230. This is where I'm going to end it. About my quirk, double. It can turn one thing into two. It can only duplicate two different things at once. The doubles will always be more fragile than the original. The second duplicate is going to be more fragile than the first duplicate, and until the first duplicate vanishes, I can't pick a new thing to duplicate. Sorry, not happening, Shigaraki. I can't totally make this work. My quirk requires data and an image in my head, but there is no data and the image just doesn't come to me. I know you want to mass produce the Yakuza bullets, but I can't. I'm sorry I couldn't be helpful. I'm sorry I only got in the way, especially since I want to repay you guys for accepting me with open arms. I always had that on my mind this whole time. Let's do this, Twices! It's slaughter time! We gotta help Mr. Skeptic, but he said don't kill. The doubler. Infinite doubles, Sad Man's Parade. Yo! Twice just pulled an Agent Smith. He's filling the street with nothing but Twices. Kill him all. And Twice is just looking at all this happen as his Liberation Army just pours through the streets. Oh my, did he overcome his psychological barrier? Swing and a miss, Mr. Skeptic. How rare for one of your schemes to fail. Then Skeptic gets up, walks towards the elevator. Fail. Think what you're saying, Redestro. I've only failed but once in my life. Once. In my entire life. Amend that statement, please, because this isn't failure. I'm going to move on to the next phase. Yes, of course. Skeptic. And then he starts laughing a little bit to himself. Did he overcome his trauma? Your man's one heck of a shrink, and serves you right. Because with his shackles gone, there's no holding Twice back. If nothing else, you've lost your numbers advantage. Quality over quantity then, right, Genton? And what's going on with Dobby? Oh, he's still going up against the Ice Quirk user. Mine's bigger and you're outmatched elementally. Your precious ice is practically gone. If you are winning so easily, then lend me a hand. Why should I help? Are you so unfeeling? Nah, I mean, just ask them. And now they notice all the Twices. Dobby, Mr. Compress, the Twices are here to save the day. Kill them all. Ow, move aside. Dobby, Compress. Toga's dying. Yo, you two are still kicking. Compress, your saviors are here. I'm still making more doubles. Don't step on my foot, you clod. Rudder racket. They're all speaking at the exact same time. What about your trauma? Love and courage was just what the doctor ordered. That doesn't clarify things, but this feels like a heroic origin story, though you're still a villain. What good villain wouldn't want to save his friends? Darn right, there's so few of you, so you're even more precious. Well said, me. Hang on, am I stupid? Why don't I double Dobby's? No objections here. He's way handier in a fight than me. That's true. He's basically a prodigy. All right, one Dobby coming up. Or how about 20,000? There's no limit to how many copies Twice can make. Yo, this is literally the definition of a one-man army. I'll double you guys' too. Forget League. We'll have enough guys for a whole villain nation. Wait, Twice. If we destroy the city and its people, who will clash against Makia when he arrives? Oh, how long until the big man wakes up? No doubling Dobby then. We gotta hold back? No slaughter fest? He just roast them all. 1 hour, 5 minutes. No prob. Toga comes first. I'll ask me where she's at and get her. And then I'll get her some help and get her some help, and a lot of the Twices are blown away by what looks like ice. My doubles! Does this town manufacture ice? Something's fishy here. And then he noticed something popping up on his arm. As I mentioned, I manipulate ice. Ah, I see how it is. Dobby versus the ice user. That includes controlling the ice's temperature. By shooting some water into the water supply and cooling things down, I can extend my power to that water as well. Why not lead with that? So obnoxious. In the future that our liberation army foresees, one's rank in society will be directly tied to the strength of one's meta ability. Elevating one's ability will be the only way to really live. Beyond that sheer strength. This dude is just like a mad conductor, just causing the ice to pop up. Picture Mickey in the Sorcerer's Apprentice when he's using his master's hat and he's pulling up all these different things. There's something laying on my eye. It is poking me really hard. It is annoying, and I need to get it off. Ow! I hate eyelashes in the eye. Okay, we're good. Ow, man, that hurt. That really hurt. I hate when eyelashes get in the eye. It's like needles, and they're so thin, though. They can be this small, yet it feels like you got a shard in there. Also, Bradley Style, what's going on? This is, unfortunately, you may be coming in at the tail end of my stream because this is the last chapter I'm going to do for today. But the next time we have this, I will pretty much catch up to all of My Hero Academia, and I'll finally be caught up, and my long journey will be at its end. And then I'll be able to upload single reaction videos to when it comes up. That includes controlling the ice temperature. Beyond that sheer strength, life has no value. Sounds miserable. I'm gonna need you to die. The one who'll die is you, Blue Flame. I can smell it from here. Your body is burning away. Huh? Keen observation of the enemy's meta ability is fundamental, and your festering skin looks ready to slough right off. So that explains why his body looks like that. His quirk, if he uses it too long, will literally burn his body from the inside out. You can't fight for long, can you? Not when your own flames eat away at you. Such mass destruction, the Iceman willingly sacrifices his own allies. Out of all of them, he poses the greatest threat by far. I do wish we could send Makia against him right now. Poor Dobby. This hardly seems fair. Letting them die here isn't what all for one would want. Hey, your master's successor is trying his darnest without any sleep. Makia? And Makia just appears straight out of the ground. And that's the end of chapter 230. Chapter 230, Sad Man's Parade. Wow. So here's the thing. I was moderately spoiled in regards to what was going to happen to Twice, because I had someone at my local bookstore who just would not be quiet about it, even though I told them that I didn't want to hear anything about it. So I knew something was going to happen with Twice, but to see it on this scale, Twice is a far more dangerous villain now. But wow, all these events that have led up to this, the doctor, Tomoto Shigaraki and him killing his entire family, leaving only the hands behind. There's so much to take in. Wow. Wow. There's nothing more I can say. Both Twice and Toga. Twice and Toga, and us finding out that Toga's quirk apparently has grown. So now she can actually replicate the powers and quirks of the people she takes blood from. Because she was able to use Uraraka's quirk and kill one of the head members of the Meta Liberation Army. And they basically got the League here just to make an example of them and defeat them so that they are no longer, Also, the good doctor was the grandfather of the kid with wings, so he turned his own grandson into a Nomu. That is so dark. So many of these mangas that I watch is so dark. Why has it got to be dark? Actually, you know what? Even though it's not going to show the trailer, I'm actually going to try and check out that Fairy Tail trailer real quick, just to give my opinion on it. Fairy Tail reveal. Okay. Let me get my headphones. Read Black Clover. That's not terribly dark. I'm watching the anime. I'm thinking about watching it as well. All right, let me go ahead and check this trailer out real quick. Supervised by Hiro Mashima. Magic, Guilds, RPG. Oh, okay. You already got my attention now. Is this a fighting? This looks like a fighting game. But it says RPG, though. All right. Demons, dark wizards, dragons, and cats. Players will find it all as they start through your journey in the land of Fiore. In Fairy Tail, wizards play through the adventures of Natsu, Dragneel, and Lucy Heartfilia, as well as other eccentric members of the Fairy Tail Mage Guild on a fun-filled and thrilling quest. Gus Studios is creating the game under the supervision of author Hiro Mashima, promising a faithful recreation of the Fairy Tail world and its unusual inhabitants, including everything from magic to its iconic characters. More info about this game's release will be revealed next week at Tokyo Game Show in 2019. The way it looked like it could have been like a little bit of a fighting game because they were doing attacks, but it was all against Jalal. I'm skeptical. I really hope, and someone made a comment here saying that Fairy Tail got a game on PS4 before Bleach. Well, yeah, it did, but hopefully they'll see that we would like to see more licensed games. Okay, all right. I really hope this is made by Koei Tecmo, so hopefully it's going the way of like Pirate Warriors. So maybe it's like a Dynasty Warriors type, but it also says it's an RPG as well. So interesting. I'm going to keep my eyes out for that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are almost fully caught up with My Hero Academia. I will not keep you people here any longer. Who told you to play without permission? But I don't want to keep you guys here any longer than necessary because I actually want to get some food and then prepare to do the stream for Monster Hunter to see what this brand new patch has introduced. And then we'll see what all we can do with it. So with that being said, this has been yet another fantastic reading of My Hero Academia. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in the next video. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, Go beyond. Plus ultra. Later, peoples.